All aircraft, we've got a report of a wildfire.
Come on, boys, let's load up!
Lightning storm came through. There she burns, fellas!
Watch your altitude.
Dusty Crop Hopper, the air racer!
Crop hopper!
You're smaller than I thought, but that's okay.
Dedication of Martin F. Thomas comes through. No, it's F for Martin fucking Thomas. Over here comes through. And Martin, you went ahead and you bit the bullet. You took the bullet, took it right in your ass, and went to go see Planes. I know how much you hated that first movie.
I did hate the first movie, and we were in a situation where this movie and The Purge 2 started on same theater, same night.
Yep, almost around the same time they overlapped.
Yeah. This one started at 7, and I sat there and I had my seat saved for you, and I let the rep know. I was like, Corey's he's gonna join me here.
Oh,
and then
hell no, Corey was not. And I like to. I'm gonna tell you the truth, Martin. I was busy. There was no way I could get up because I was preparing for the show. No, hell no. I was preparing the weekly Roast and Toast show.
Okay.
But I sure was happy that I had an excuse. I ain't gonna lie. I did not want to be there.
I know, man, because that first Planes movie, it was just bad.
Well, you know what? Let's talk about this movie because I'm curious, man. You took your ass over to see this one.
Yeah.
And this one, now, you know what? With this one now, Martin, Dane Cook is back as Dusty.
Right.
Dusty before he was trying to be a plane. You know, trying to be a man.
He wanted to race, even though he was a crop duster. Somehow he got in his mind he needs to be a racer.
I know that's what
he was like a transgendered plane.
That's exactly it, man. Trying to get some nuts attached to him. He's like, hey, I ain't no country hick. I could compete with the big boys. Mm-hmm. And Dusty proved himself. Now that Dusty's a man plane.
He's a world champ.
He's a
famous world champ racer.
They say, Dusty, all right, that's good and everything. Now, you know what? Put that trophy down and let's see what your ass can really do. And now in this one, they got Dusty fighting fires, man.
They do.
Out in the woods.
They do, man. And the thing is, I got to say this right off the bat. I was shocked by this movie because while the first one was crap, and I sat there waiting for this one to be crap, the first thing I started to notice is like, that pun was actually kind of funny, and so was that one. And they aren't doing them so much, but when they do, they're kind of okay.
Oh, Martin, are those planes finally getting to you? Are they pulling that Stockholm syndrome of planes on you, man?
Either that, or they decided, well, let's make something closer to a real movie this time. Let's not just slap it together and make it so obnoxious. Now, here's the thing. This is not, I ain't gonna say like, oh, this is a great movie. It's a triumph. But it is like, if this had been what the first one was, we wouldn't look at it with so much disdain. It would just be like, yeah, it's not up to Pixar quality, but it's okay. I still liked it better than Cars 2. Unlike the first one, it had genuine problems in it. I mean, I don't mean like oh, the movie's full of problems. I mean like the conflicts. It had real conflicts. Like, man, you go like, hey, okay, Dusty's this racer, and everything. And Dusty's flying, he's pushing it, doing his thing, and all of a sudden, a piece on him breaks. And he almost, crashes and wipes
Mark,
out.
I don't need no story.
No. I'm getting to what's important is that Dusty has a real health issue.
Dusty's kind of actually bitching your ass out a little bit, man. I mean, you actually feel emotions for Dusty.
You wouldn't think you do. You would.
Look at you. You actually feeling some emotions for this goddamn plane right here. I mean,
everything that was wrong or obnoxious about the first one is pulled way back to the point where like it's not a problem. They even get like he ends up with a whole new roster of characters, and none of them are annoying.
Wow, man.
But man, no, his health issue, like it's one of these things where it's like, dude, this piece is broken on you. All right, we'll just fix another one. He's like, they don't make that piece no more, and without that, you can't rev your engines. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you.
So it's like Dusty has a broken kidney without a match.
Pretty much, yeah. It's like he needs an organ donor. And there ain't nobody who's able to give that up.
I'll be damned. These cars played the sympathy level on you, man. These cars right here played the sympathy card. You falling for it.
It worked.
It did. You know what? And this is people. I want you to hear this right here. Martin is talking more enthusiastically about this movie than he ever did about Caesar and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Boy, you got so much more.
You.
You got so much more enthusiasm
Because this was a surprise. This was a surprise.
These cars and planes get sick on your ass in a minute. You start getting all enthusiastic and everything. Look at them, them big ass eyes looking at you.
Oh, man.
Oh, Martin. I'm sick, man. Come on, man. Have a look into your heart, man.
The thing is, he's trying to be brave about it and not tell people.
Boy, Dusty done made a bitch out of you. Look at that. Man, you didn't have no enthusiasm like this for the Planet of the Apes. These planes, I like this. A plane gets sick right here and you didn't expect it. And all of a sudden it's like, wow, man, this really came around. I be damn, man, you are a sucker, boy.
Man, you love to twist what I say. You know what? You might as well be one of the toasties.
These fucking planes pull them puppy dog eyes on you. Look at that.
Oh my God, I just saw the cartoons you did. That's hilarious.
Yeah, you like that, don't you?
I do, actually.
You like me a little bit better that I'm a plane, don't you?
Nah, you look sneaky.
No, I still look an asshole, right?
Totally did.
Yeah, I'm looking at you like right now, like, goddamn, Martin. Stupid for liking this movie. Wow, man. So what you're telling me is that, okay, I'm going to go to your defense right here. I'm going to go to your defense. I did read some reviews where they said, hey, listen, it's nothing that I as an adult will go out and see.
Right.
But it looks like they did make a little more of an attempt in this film than they did in the last one. So
yeah, the actual dangers felt real. Like unfortunately, I didn't get to see all of it because went to see the other movie. But it was at a point where, like, a dramatic action-filled part where I was like, shit, man, I actually don't know what's gonna happen, and I want to find out.
Boy, sitting up there, biting your nails, looking at me. I can't believe you, man. I just last week I told you, Martin, I said, look, if you come in here with some bullshit, I'm gonna remember Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I don't mean to hold that on you, but man, you come
please. When you said that, you pretty much set up the fact that no matter what I said positive about any movie the next week, you gonna play that Planet of the Apes card.
Just smiling, tearing up over these planes, boy. But you know what? Martin? Let me go ahead and watch a clip.
All right.
Let me go ahead and look at, maybe just by a clip. Maybe I can see what you see in here, the suspense, the emotion that you felt in here.
Unfortunately, you have me telling you like, hey man, it's actually good. Where I went in going like, all right, let's get this shit over with.
Oh, all right. You know what? Let's be fair, Martin. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the action that we have here as Dusty goes up against the fire and Planes 2. Dusty flies again or whatever this shit is called.
Pull back!
Ooh.
Let's go! Let's go right now! Blade, we got a situation. The wind shifted, the fire jumped the line.
Can you make it to your safety zone?
No good. Our escape route is blocked. We need a drop.
Copy that. Skipper, hold up and track.
You are such a dick.
This is suspenseful, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, Dusty, yeah!
All right, we're clear. Let's move. Let's get to the lake. That's my just muffin.
Champ, load and return.
Love that dialogue.
Got a lot of work to do.
Copy that.
Oh, Martin, you gotta tell me, man. Did those cars make it? Shit.
See, I wish you had just like 2 more minutes of that.
What? Why? You know what? I wish I did too, because I gotta know what happens, man.
Because that's not the suspenseful part.
It is. You could have fooled me. Edge of my seat, action right here. Man, I ain't bullshitting, Martin. I was worried about those cars, man, those planes.
Oh, wow. Working with you is so much fun, let me tell you.
See, man, I'm laughing because I'm nervous. Did they make it, Martin? But you know what? I see what you mean, man. I see what you mean.
Shut up.
Shit, I can't wait for those cars to rise against the apes, man. You know, okay, man. No, okay. I'm gonna stop, man. Okay.
So you didn't even see the goddamn movie. You bitched out.
No, man. Look, no. See, let me get serious, man. No.
Don't even try.
Oh man, I'm on the verge of tears right now. I'm so worried about those cars. Hey, Martin, man. So tell me that kind of edge of your seat action goes on through the whole motion picture. Man,
I love how you had all day to just plot this out.
Well, I was looking at these clips.
You're like, let me find the most mundane, dull clip I can.
Mundane? No, man. No. That's anything but. Oh, you mean the action gets better? Oh, shit, man. Now, tell me about this, man. Oh, go ahead, man. I'm gonna quit fucking with you. Go ahead.
Anyway, what happens after that?
Okay, yeah, what happens?
Well, it's just that you see Dusty pull that off right there.
Yeah.
But up until that time, and even after that, he is fucking up.
Okay.
And you don't expect that because he's been so good at everything.
So,
And being a firefighter, that other plane who was his chief, who I think is Christopher McDonald doing the voice, I'm not sure. But he's just like, why are you here, Mr. Famous Guy? Okay, I need you to rev your engine. And he's like, I can't do that or I will die.
oh wow, so Dusty, man.
So, like, he's not fighting fires because he's like, well, I can't be a racer no more. It's a whole thing with the old fire truck. It doesn't matter. But he's there to like, hey, I can do this. And even like that thing he's got wrong with him is keeping him from doing this too. And he didn't want to say anything. So he's got his boss just like, the fuck, man?
So, Mark, let me ask you this. When I saw Planes, and I was going to go see this. In fact, until you went to go see it yourself, I was actually going to go see it tomorrow.
Okay.
And, I was going to sit down and either do a review with you or we do one together. But when I saw the last film, the thing that pissed me off about the last film is that, and we all said this, it looked like just a straight to DVD release.
Right.
I mean, the last movie we saw was really meant for 5 to like 8-year-olds.
Right,
and
right.
you didn't really need to put that in the theater, but they did it because Disney had his name on it. They had Pixar on it, and they had the cars.
And John Lasseter is the Führer now, and whatever he says goes.
And he loves that Cars universe and everything. So what is it about this particular film that lifts it above being just a straight out DVD release cash grab?
The plot is tighter. Like with the first Planes, you can see like they just used a recycled plot you've seen a million times. Didn't really do anything with it. They shoved in characters who were mostly obnoxious. Like if they weren't racial stereotypes, they were just like loud and in your face. It's that kind of animation we hate.
Yeah.
Where it's like it's made for kids with ADD.
Yeah, exactly.
This was a lot more subtle. The jokes actually worked more often than not. There's a real story here. Something to actually care about. Better voice actors also.
Nice. Yeah, I saw that.
There's one point where Cedric the Entertainer comes in, and it's just like, man, get him out of here.
Oh,
and it's almost like they just said, this doesn't belong in my movie.
Rule, how y'all doing today? Like, yeah, all right. We had you in the first one, so we gotta let you make an appearance, but get your black ass out of here.
Yeah.
But that's and I saw that they had some other voices in here, like it's besides Dane Cook, who it's funny. I have to say that Dane Cook.
He works this time.
This is even at that last movie, I said, man, this is probably one of the times that he's the least annoying.
I know. Right?
How ironic that is, when he's a fucking plane.
But like his character in the first one, he just felt like so much of a knockoff of Lightning McQueen.
Yeah, and they had also Ed Harris is in here.
Yeah.
And you know what? I wonder if they were going to do this. I mean,
they didn't have to. Usually with something like this, when a first movie's bad, they ain't even trying to make the second one any good. They just like, okay, we got a big handful of cash the first time.
Exactly.
Let's go for it a second time.
And you know something? In that last movie, there were a couple of scenes, and I said this, and I hope this is what you're telling me that they did, because in that last movie, if you remember, there were a couple of scenes where, actually, not even a couple, there was probably one, and that's where they told the story about all the planes with Stacy Keach and about all the planes that went down in the ocean,
and that was cool.
And I said, you know what? If they can take that particular scene and expand that just a little bit more in the sequel that they do, I still want to go see it, but but in case I have to review it, that would keep me a little more interested.
Yeah, I mean, if they have a scene as powerful as that, it's probably later in the movie, like it was in the first one, and I didn't get to it. But what they had going on was pretty good. John Michael Higgins, and he's one of those character actors, funny guy that everybody knows, even if you don't know his name. He's a guy in here, and he's funny. He's like I don't know, he's kind of schmoozing everybody. Curtis Armstrong, so many great voice actors. But I just found it like, man, I don't even want to admit this to myself, but I'm involved in what's happening.
Yeah, I can see that, man.
Now, as far as it's not something I could tell a grown man. man, you should go check this out.
Except me.
Well, I said a grown man.
And every grown man out there watching this shit sitting up here looking at your ass cry over these goddamn planes right here.
No, but it's got something. It's one of those movies where I'm like, yeah, it's for younger kids, but it doesn't skew so young as the first one.
Okay.
It's like a kids movie that comes in at about a matinee.
Okay, so Martin gives it a better than sex, and that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm glad they got to you, man. I'm glad you still got a heart.
I do.
You know, it took these fucking planes to bring it out of you because you've been talking crazy shit about all these movies today.
Oh, and man, it's got this great Chips parody in the middle of it.
Really?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
actually really well. Like it's like something you would see in the Lego movie.
Okay, kids out there talking about what potato chips?
Exactly.
Nacho chips?
Exactly. And it's just that. For a kid watching it, they just go like, "Oh, that's funny." And any adult who brings their kids like, "Oh, that was for me."
Boy, Martin, you sure love these talking cars and planes.
Most time I don't.
You should, but this time you do. You know something, Martin? I tell you what, you look like a man that knows his talking planes and cars. Yes, Martin. Let's test your knowledge right here. Martin gets a gold star, or does he? For knowing his cars and planes. Yeah, Martin.
Hey, how'd you get it fixed? New HDMI cable?
Oh, the cord right here, so you can see. No. It ended up working. Fine. Don't change the subject, Martin. I'm not gonna forget. We're gonna quiz you right here now, Martin.
All right, quiz me.
Martin, here's how we're going to play the game right now. Here's how you're going to earn your gold stars. Now, you seem like a man who knows your anthropomorphic vehicles. I have some trivia right here where I'm going to describe a certain vehicle. Now, I'm going to describe maybe one word that says something about them, or maybe something that describes the movie or the show that they were in.
Okay.
And it's going to be up for you to name that car or name the property that they're in.
Okay.
You got it?
Okay.
Okay, Martin, now let's see how much you got this. I'm going to start out kind of easy on you. Well, let's go to our first one right here. Number one, this card came from the same people who brought us talking dragons and hats. You know who that is, Martin? Martin.
Wonderbug.
Martin, you are correct. Look at you, see?
Sid and Marty Croft.
Yes, Martin. Wonderbug.
You know what? When you start talking, I was like, I wonder if he'll have Wonderbug in there. I was like, oh, it's probably so obscure, only I know about Wonderbug.
Oh, man, you got a little car fetish, don't you?
Sitting in the junkyard
Yeah,
waiting for his mama. Wonderbug.
Look at you. You would like to have sex with cars, don't you?
No, not at all.
And be careful how you put that logo up there when you're drinking that coffee, man.
Dang, I was trying to cover it up.
Yeah, no. You know cars, but you can't work a goddamn cup. Look at you.
Sorry, I want to get all
You know-
sex tape on it.
A little bit of trivia right here. This dude, the black dude, I can't remember his name, but he went on from doing a children's film like Wonderbug to doing porn.
Did he?
I swear that was him. I saw him.
Because I feel like I've seen him in other stuff, but not porn.
Are you sure you didn't see him in a porn?
No, I
That's
didn't
the
see
other
the
stuff
porn.
you're talking about?
No.
No, well, when I was a kid, a friend of mine, when I was about like 16, 17 years old, guy gave me a tape and he said, man, watch this. He said, the black dude from Wonderbug is in there. And I swear that was him. Of course, I could be also just slandering his name, and I could have just as easily went to Wikipedia or something and looked that up.
Yes, you will get sued by the black dude.
The black dude from Wonderbug. You know, it's that no one knows that guy's name.
Well, to be
He
fair,
is the black dude.
Nobody knows either of their names either.
That's true. That is true. The white guy and the white girl from Wonderbug. I think they did porn too. I'm not sure. Hey, Martin, let's go on to your next one.
All right.
Right here. Let's see if you can get this one. Martin, number 2. This was a very amorous vehicle, Martin.
Christine?
Is that the answer you want?
Amorous vehicle.
Well, you already said it, so you missed it, man. Amorous. A very amorous
Oh,
vehicle.
the love bug.
Martin, it's too late.
Okay, no, you know what? I was taking what you said literally instead of breaking down the words. Because my first thought was love bug, but I was like, no, the love bug doesn't do anything
Every
like that.
week you do this.
I know.
You
I
have the
overthink it.
answer
I
and
overthink
you
it.
sabotage yourself.
True.
You thinking too hard. Put that damn coffee down. It's ruining your mind right now. Now think
All right.
for this next one
All
right here.
All right.
All right, Martin. Now for this next one, you just saw the screen, didn't you? No, you didn't. Okay. All right, Martin. For this next one, this car solved mysteries with a bunch of meddling hipsters. Now give everybody a second to give the people at home a few seconds to think about it. They might know the answer.
Okay.
People, take a little bit of time. This car solved mysteries with a bunch of meddling hipsters. I gave them time to think about it, Martin. Do you know the answer?
I would say it's the Mystery Machine from Scooby-Doo.
The Mystery Machine from Scooby-Doo. Damn, Martin. You kind of wrong. It is actually Speed Buggy. It's Speed. What? Okay, what's wrong?
Okay, you're right. That one's anthropomorphic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Did I not?
No, you're right. You're
Okay.
right. You're right.
No, what were you going to say? What was going to be your argument?
No. Because it's just funny because Hanna-Barbera had that template, which is all, let's take a vehicle and a bunch of teenagers and have them solve
And
mysteries.
have them solve mysteries. And you being a Hanna-Barbarian yourself, you should have known this,
And
man.
even when you talked about this contest, the first answer I thought of is Speed Buggy's going to be in there somewhere.
And there it was.
And there it was. I
and
was
you
like,
missed
thinking
it.
about it.
Look at that chick. She's like, did anybody else wonder why we inside of a fucking talking car right now? Does this not weird anybody else out?
Wait, isn't Shaggy in the wrong show?
Hanna-Barbera love recycling that shit.
Yeah, they did.
You know what?
It's almost like the same cast from Jabberjaw.
That is
And Jabberjaw, the teenage from Jabberjaw was just like Josie and the Pussycats,
But-
mixed with Curly from the Three Stooges as a shark.
Oh, but look at this shit. They just took Shaggy, gave him red hair.
Uh-huh.
They took Fred and made him less gay
Right?
and gave him dark hair. And that is what's her name? Not the hot one from Scooby Doo.
Daphne.
That's Daphne. That's straight up Daphne without red hair.
Yeah.
And they used to love to recycle that shit, and
did.
we would eat that shit up
Yep.
as kids, man. Martin, I'm just gonna break it down to you. You've been fucking up.
I know.
I know. Come on, man.
Yow.
Now, we got two more. We got two more,
All right,
Martin.
All right.
Get your head together. Get in the game. Number 4. Beautiful car, but extremely clingy. Martin, before you answer, let the people think about it. Beautiful car, but extremely clingy. Do you, the people out there, think you know what the answer is? Beautiful car, Martin, but extremely clingy.
Is this one Christine?
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. You can use that Christine for something right there. Yes.
Yeah.
Big bold letters for your ass. Yes, Christine. Yes, it is. Christine was a very jealous car. She was a one-man only car. And if she thought anybody else was getting in between that, she didn't even like no bromances.
True.
She would get everybody out the picture. Written by Stephen King.
I know.
Now, Martin, let's go ahead and get to our last one right here.
All right.
And see if you can get this one. Martin, our last one right here, it says, had a theme song so cool, rappers sampled it. Had a theme song so cool that rappers sampled it. Now, old man Martin over here seems to have some trouble, but you kids out there, you might know this. You might have to help my man out right here. Had a
Yeah,
theme.
need a lifeline.
Had a theme song so cool, rappers sampled it.
An anthropomorphic car.
Now, it doesn't have to just be anthropomorphic. It could be anything. It could be anything.
Whoa! Well, in that case,
Do you know the answer or not,
the
Negro?
speed, I mean, if it's not anthropomorphic, I'm gonna say Speed Racer. But if that's the case, then it doesn't have to be anthropomorphic.
You wasting all this
Then my
time.
Mystery Machine answer was
Oh,
valid.
Martin, you wasted all this time bullshitting,
All
trying to
right.
talk your way out of it.
All
I'm
right.
sorry, Martin. The answer is Kit from Knight Rider.
Oh, do rappers sample that a lot?
I couldn't just make it that easy for you, Martin. Yeah. The rapper, your boy Busta Rhymes, man. Y'all don't act like you ain't a big Busta Rhymes fan. Let me pull it up right here for you. So I had it ready. Busta Rhymes with you don't remember Fired Up, Martin? Let me play a little ditty right here for you. You don't remember that? When you in the club, Martin? When the old man in the club don't remember this. Let me see if I can find a little bit more. Get to the chorus on this. Let me see. Big hit in the 90s, man. Here it is. There it is. Fired Up, Martin. Fired Up. Bob Martin's like, I don't know what this old shit is. Damn, Martin. That perplexed you. You know, one of the reasons why I remember that song so well is because you remember Raymond?
Yeah.
Raymond. My ex-roommate Raymond, when he was a male stripper, dancing his Batman underoos, for real. You remember that?
Uh-huh.
That's no lie.
That was to this song.
That was his song. He was out there dancing to this shit in some Batman underwear. Love that shit. He was firing up, Martin. Damn, Martin, I'm surprised you don't remember that.
No, never. Hey, it's not that I don't remember. This is my first time hearing it.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, I keep forgetting you 68 years old, man. I got to go easy on you next time. I'm so sorry.
Mr. Mayday.
Is that guy writing down everything I say?
Yes.
So he just wrote that down?
Yes.
And that?
Yes.
And that?
Yes.
Oh, Chevy.